Alright guys, today's the day we are going to remove 720 from the back of the truck, and we're going to lower it down onto the trailer. We've got to come up with some rigging. We went ahead and started backing up the truck already, the trailer, and man, I tell you what, this is a close fit. In fact, it's so close, well, probably a 1/4 inch to spare. Let me zoom in and go on the backside real quick. As you can see right here, we've got the door all the way up, and we're even jamming it, but you can see right there with the bar stock just how close it's going to be. So let's go ahead and try to sneak this in here. Alright guys, so after about 90 minutes I think we got it. It looks pretty rough, but we got a pair of chain falls up there. I've got them around the trusses of the barn. It's a pretty good sized barn. It's a 50 by 100. It's about 14 feet in the air to this point right here. So this is why we kind of backed in and did what we did here, because we needed the height. So the one chain falls on the left and the right, and it's not as pretty as what I would want, but multiple baskets brought together, and we've got some pressure on it right now. I think the tank's kind of floating right now. I just need to put a couple more little turns on it, and we're going to be good to go. So once I raise it up, hopefully I don't fall right here, we're probably going to pull the 2x4s out, and then we will take the truck and trailer and drive forward. Tank will be floating for a second, and then we're going to lower it down right here onto this trailer. So there it is. We're all rigged up. We're ready to go. Like I said, we'll just do a quick lift right now, let it float, reposition everything to the trailer, and then drive the truck forward, and then we'll lower it down. So here we go. Alright guys, welcome back. Joe again here from Their World Aquatics, and here we go, top of spring. It's time to jump back on this ornamental pond. Let me tell you what we got planned. Alright, so it's been a long, grueling winter, and thank goodness it is over. The snow has melted, the sun is out, and everything is starting to turn green again. So obviously the first thing to do is we got to pull off this tarp that's been sitting here since last October. Kind of get back in here and reshape things up, and then we're probably going to be jumping onto the liner and start to prep for putting in all the big rocks. So as you remember, last fall we had this big pile here, and then over here was the other pile. But after thinking about it for a little bit, it was like, well, I don't think we have enough. So we got to find some more. So I went to Facebook Marketplace, I went to Craigslist, I started looking around, and probably after 6, 7, 8 ads, I think I found the one I was looking for. So we're heading down south, about an hour drive right now. Gentleman has a ton of rocks in his yard. He said pretty much come and get them for a smoking price, full truckload for 60 bucks. So we're going to head down there and do that right now. But just a quick Other update around here, we just got the asphalt grinding smoothed out yesterday. We had a huge load dropped off. And then over here, if you remember from the garage last year, we had a huge pile of dirt here, which was all that topsoil that we moved when we built the garage. So just yesterday, we spread all that out. This was a huge pile. It took pretty much 10 hours yesterday with the Bobcat, which is actually right over here. So we took that dirt, we spread it out to probably 30 different locations throughout the property, around a lot of the trees, a lot of the low-lying areas. So that's going to help. So one of the next things I got to do is get the rake, and obviously, even though the dirt is there now, we just got to feather it in, smooth things out. This is the path that we had that went all the way to the log burning stove. If you remember, probably about 4 feet underground is that massive PEX pipe that comes to the garage, and the manifold is on the other side of this wall, and that's where we have the 2 zones that heat, and obviously the radiant floor heat for the garage. That being said, as you can see, the garage is finally up. All the windows and doors are in. And right here is that huge stand from New York. Actually, a buddy of mine's going to be here just in about 1 hour from now. They're getting ready to pick this stand up and put it in the back side of the garage. So, a lot going on here. Biggest thing right now is obviously heading south, get the rocks, and get ready to jump back on the ornamental pond. Let's get this thing done let's get it done before the snow flies. So this is a pretty big project. All right, let's roll. All right, guys, we have arrived at the location, and man, holy criminy, this guy's got a lot of rocks. Some of these are going to be staying here because there's no way in the world I'm picking these up. Holy crap, that thing right there is probably going to be pushing 300 pounds. So we will grab the ones that I think I need, and we are definitely going to leave the other ones, but let me show you back here. This kind of goes right around the driveway here. So I'll probably take a lot of those. And then back here, we've got a pile. There's this stack right here. And then over here, he's got a whole little mountain here. So we're probably going to get into this a little bit. There's definitely some rocks that I can use here to fit in for this up and coming waterfall. All right. This is going to get ugly. So I'm going to back the truck up and start throwing. We'll see how this works out here in a little bit. All right, guys, we're all loaded up. It's time to head back home, but look at this. I think this should do it. All right, let's get on the road and start heading home. All right, the rocks are out of the truck. They're stacked up here right next to where the pond's going to go. I mean, I tell you what, that was a lot of work. That kind of sucked, but hey, there it is. Other than that, we just took the cover off. This has been kind of drying out a little bit all day today. We had a little bit of rain yesterday, but the cover's off, and now we can kind of see where we left off last fall. So now obviously the first step now is to jump in, kind of clean this up, because everything kind of eroded just a little bit, but no big deal. We'll get the shovel in there and clean things up. Probably going to make this just a tad deeper and kind of build this area up over here where the rocks are going to go for the waterfall. But other than that, just clean up some edges. Kind of like in part 2 we talked about, we've got to be building some kind of a wall over here with some concrete block. We got to beef this up over here on the right and the same over here on the left, because as that liner comes in around here, obviously we can't have this right here. That's no good. So that's probably going to be one of the first jobs we're going to jump on. Other than that, the liner has been ordered from Webb's, and that should be here any day. So kind of excited about that. Man, did the prices go up on liners. Whew. In fact, between the liner and the underlayment, I think it was $1,808. 45 mil EPDM. And that's going to be a 30 by 40. So it's on a truck. It's on its way here. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. We're going to see you on the next video. We're going to jump into this big time on part 4. And hopefully we get something looking pretty good. So, all right. We're going to see you on the next one. Till then, we're out here. Thanks for watching.